All right, so our next speaker, speaking about from behind the stove to CEO, is Chef Deb Oxman.
Hi, everybody. My name is Chef Deb Oxman. You can actually just call me Deb. I got over the word chef a long time ago. Got some scars on my soul from owning a business, actually owning multiple businesses, so I am just Deb to everybody in this room. I've owned culinary businesses for 21 years. I've owned everything from a catering company to a private flight catering company to a personal chef company to a cooking school, you name it. My oldest company is currently 21 years old. It's called Savor Culinary Services. In that company, we do high-end, very customized, personal chef services. We do private flight or in-flight catering, and we also do very experiential catering. Most of our clients are very high net worth individuals. Just kind of want to get a feel before we get started so I know who I'm talking to. Just tell me a little bit about who is in the room and what type of business you have. Any brave soul want to raise their hand? Tell me. Go ahead.
Trying to put together
Kids Cooking School.
Yes. My name is Teresa Parker. I'm the founder of the Vegan Palette, where we make fruits and veggies dance on your palate. We do cooking classes, demos, and catering.
Okay.
So I can't wait to talk to you because I want to merge aviation and
Flight attendant and chef.
yes.
Do you follow Flightus?
No.
Follow Flightus. She's the same. Yes? Pastry chef switching into food styling and photography in the back. Go ahead.
Jessica, I own a taqueria with my family in Chicago.
Okay.
And we do like catering, we do festivals, and we do our restaurant, obviously.
Restaurant. Okay. In the back. Go ahead.
And bomb-ass lemonade.
You know what I heard through all that was bomb-ass lemonade. Okay. Somebody in the back. Go ahead. In the red. That's okay. I know I'm kind of hot, menopause. I get it. It's my own private summer. Classic desserts. Banana pudding. Okay. Yes?
I'm the barrier queen. I have a big pink food truck here in Houston, Texas.
Yes, you do. Okay. Flightus. Her name is Jamie. You can talk to me afterwards. I'll tell you all the information. You're so welcome. So I run my conversations a little bit different. I'm not here to speak at you, and I'm not here to speak necessarily to you, because this is about you. This is not about me. So I want you to feel free to ask any questions that you need. I'll be outside afterwards to answer those questions that either you're too embarrassed to ask or you won't ask in the next chef Facebook group for fear of what somebody's going to say to you. You guys know exactly what I mean. So you actually are going to do a worksheet. When you leave this workshop, and it is a workshop, you will know what to do on how to grow your business from behind the stove to CEO. I can't give you all the steps in this 50-minute presentation, but I'm going to give you a lot to think about. So, can anybody tell me what the most dangerous person is, or who the most dangerous person is in your entire business? That's right. It's you. See, so many times I work with culinary business owners because I have two companies. I have Savor, which I told you about, I own restaurants, the whole bit. But I have a culinary business coaching and consulting company too. And the one reason why people cannot move from behind their stove to CEO, it's because of them. They are in their way. You are the biggest funnel neck in your business. Did you guys know that? Yeah? And here's how you know that. So, whenever I started in business, I thought, nobody can cook better than me. Nobody can run this business better than me. And I am pretty sure no one could run this kitchen better than me. Anybody else ever felt that way? Still feel that way? Some of you guys are lying because I know most of your hands should be up at this point. Seriously. Some of you guys are scared to say anything at all. So what I do know is over the years, I've worked with hundreds, if not thousands, of entrepreneurs just like yourself. And what's the one thing that they say? This business is my baby. This is my family. I birthed this business. I can't live without this business. This business is everything to me. You eat, sleep, and breathe your business. The only problem with that is your passion is actually what's driving a nail in your coffin. I know that's hard to absorb. I get it 100%. 100% I get that. Surprised most of you guys are still sitting in that seat, to be honest with you. What changed everything for me was actually this container of yogurt, believe it or not. So I was working way too much in my business and not on it. Way too much in it. In fact, the minute that you go back and you work in your business instead of on it, you start to lose money. Because remember, you're the bottleneck, that funnel, the funnel neck in your business. Working in your business instead of on it, you will never get to that CEO level. This yogurt, believe it or not, changed everything for me. And here's what happened. So I was in the kitchen one day, had my team around me. I have a team of about 12 chefs right now, and then dishwashers and prep cooks and all those other things in Savor. And everything ran through me. Everything. That gets so painful. And I remember that on this very day that one of my bathrooms was flooding into my kitchen. Also that day, I had one of my chefs not show up. Sound familiar to anybody? Guess who showed up 30 minutes later? Health inspector. This is normal. You guys know this. This is normal. Why would she not show up today? So we were figuring all this out, and of course all I have is, okay, how are we going to get this food out today? And okay, I got to call this client back, and this chef didn't show up. Are they okay? What happened? And to be honest, I thought, this chef didn't show up. I don't really care if you're okay. My food's not going to get out. I didn't say it was right. Didn't say it was right. But that's what you think. So we forgot some stuff at the grocery store. So I'm in my car, and I'm like, I have to drive to the damn grocery store again. Do you know I don't remember driving to the grocery store? I don't remember driving to the grocery store. So, have you ever thought to yourself how many containers of yogurt there are in a grocery store? So, I literally, because we had a client, particular yogurt had to be dairy-free, long story. And I remember, because people know me at the grocery store, and they should, because I put somebody's kid through college. So I'm walking, and I'm standing there, and I remember just staring. I don't know how long I had stood there, but I remember just literally staring. And all of a sudden, do you know how, anybody ever seen like that movie Matrix forever ago? This is going to tell you how old you are. Okay. Do you know how when everything kind of goes past you? That was me with yogurt. I don't eat yogurt to this day. And I remember standing there thinking, how much is this yogurt costing me? I didn't get the yogurt. Picked up the phone, called my executive chef, and I said, you need to go get the yogurt. That evening, my husband sat me down, and he said this: we will not make it another year if you keep this up. Everything changed for me at that point. It had to. Because in all the businesses I had ever built, I wanted to build them during school hours. Take my kids to school, pick my kids up. I never wanted it to affect my marriage, ever. I never, ever wanted it to affect anything in my personal life. My business became my life. That is exactly what started to happen to me. I immediately sold the company like that. Took no time at all. And then my husband expected me to cook at home. That didn't happen. A lot. So what I knew from that minute forward is I had to learn how to make a lot of money. And I want to be really clear. If somebody says to you they're $1 million business in sales, say, who cares? It doesn't matter how much money you make, it's how much you keep. And what you do with it. Because we are here to change a whole lot of lives, because if any of you actually think that what you produce is food, you're wrong. Your product does something for someone. None of you are actually in the food business. Savor, my 21-year-old company, is a culinary medicine company. It has cured cancer. I don't care if you have banana pudding, the best lemonade on the face of the planet, that changes somebody's day. That right there. And yes, you can have millions in sales and keep it. You absolutely can. When I started my companies, the first thing my mom said to me, why would you want to go into that much debt? That's the first thing that my mom said to me. Can some of you think about people in your life right now that don't get you at all? Don't get you at all. Oh, thank you. Somebody got 2 hands up there. If I had a third, I'd give it to you. Don't get you at all. When you decide, and I want to take nothing away from the panel that was up here before, okay? But Zach, I think his name was, Robin and Zach. Zach said you have to know your why. This is being recorded, I'm going to say this anyway, that's crap. Why does not pay the bills? What does pay the bills is knowing your vision, what you want as an end result for the company that you create. Because again, it has to do with your company making money and changing a whole lot of lives. We're going to talk about vision a little bit more in just a little bit. Your vision for what you want is the thing that will keep you on track. It is the thing that after you do the catering or the cooking class or whatever it is that you do, that when you get out of your car and you're not sure you can walk up your driveway because you swear somebody created a longer driveway than the one you left. It will help you get up that driveway. Your vision. It is one of the reasons why they chose to stop working with Disney. Here's a prime example. I have a coaching client named Lachelle. She will not mind me telling this story. Lachelle has a unique ability to get every grant, loan, free money known to man. I don't know how she does it. She's incredible. Well, with that money, she has a beautiful commercial kitchen. She owns another company that teaches underserved communities how to cook. She also has a food truck, and guess how much money she's making? None. She's in a lot of debt because she left her primary vision. Oh yeah, she started a farm too. She had all the money she needed. She left her primary vision. I said, what is your vision? She said, to teach cooking. I said, who are we teaching it to? She goes, underserved communities. I said, why do you need a food truck for that? It's costing her money. I said, why are you on a farm? Well, it sounded fun. I said, no, it sounded fun. It didn't make you money. It got you off of your vision. The other thing is, I said, do you need your commercial kitchen? She goes, well, no, I'm a chef. I'm supposed to have a commercial kitchen. I said, who said that? The minute we got her back on her vision of what she truly wanted to be, because how many of you have heard this? You know what you ought to do? You know what I'd sign up for if you just would? You know it'd sell really great? And then for some reason the check never clears the bank. I don't know why that happens. But does anybody ever feel like this? Read that. Anybody ever feel like that? Scared your business is about to go under. And then the next minute, you have a lot of clients or a lot of customers. And then 30 seconds later, you're pretty sure you're the worst business owner on the face of the planet. And then 2 seconds later, I got this. Okay. While we're here, I want you guys to learn something. Compare always leads to despair. That's actually spelled wrong. Okay. Listen. There's another version of my slide deck. For some reason, it did not load, so you guys just bear with me, okay? Compare leads to despair while you're in this room. One of the things that I don't like is if when I come to conferences and workshops like this, and the speaker goes, you know what, if you just learn one thing, I'm thinking to myself, one thing? Do you know what I did to get here? The plane was late, the dog threw up, somebody didn't show up, something happened to my bank account, it got hacked, and oh, by the way, Facebook is not working. Okay? So you better learn more than one thing. And if you didn't, come talk to me afterwards. So how do you build a business that you do not need a vacation from? Anybody take vacations in here? Oh, what's that? Thank you. Thank you. This is their vacation? No. I'm going to scare you to death. Ready? I just took a 3-week cruise. Oh, okay, no. Thank you. I built the businesses to run without me. No, I do not have a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. Okay? I built this. 3-week vacation. I'm going to get a bigger gasp. You ready? Turn my phone and computer off. How do I survive? Turned it off. Here's the best part. You ready? I didn't have to clean up anything when I got back. I didn't have to clean up anything when I got back. In fact, I'm human too. I picked up my phone and I called one of my ops manager of my companies. I'm like, everything okay? She goes, yeah, why? Don't you trust us? This is the real conversations. No, you don't. I understand, but you should, and you can. I used to think, like I said, I was the only one that could run these companies. And I hear it all the time. Well, I can't find anybody that, fill in the blank, go ahead, whatever's in your mind, fill it in. Work as hard as me, keep going. Do it the way I would do it. Care? Anybody else? Treat it as if it was your own. Anybody else? Some people just need to learn to read. She said follow directions. Anybody else? Show up. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Show up. Anybody else? Be as dedicated. Okay? Anybody agree with all this? I know. So here's what I want you to think. Whatever it is you just said or whatever you filled in the blank with, I want you to ask yourself this. But before I ask you this question, I want to be really, really clear with you. I want you to take away everything that has been said and done to you in the past. Somebody didn't show up, somebody didn't do it right, somebody can't read, whatever it is, okay? Take it off the table right now. What if somebody does it better than you? That's not impossible. Do you have all the money you want? No? Okay, this is the reason why. There are people out there that can do it better than you, can cook better than you, can bake better than you, can run a cooking class better than you, can make lemonade, apparently I want some lemonade better than you. And until you decide to let go, I swear I need the Frozen song right now. Let it go. Until you decide to let go, you are forever going to be owned by your business. Forever, you are going to be, here's this word, you are forever going to be an employee of your own business. Always. So, if you have no idea how to get to the next level, you're in the right place. If the committee in your head needs a therapist, you're in the right place. Anybody got a committee in their head keeping them from growing? Boy, so many hands are going up now. You feel alone. You don't think anyone truly gets you or has been where you are right now. Here's the one I love. No one has a business like mine. You want consistent income? You don't just want it, you need it. Some of you actually fear success. Some of you self-sabotage every day. You know it has to be better than this. I had one of my coaching clients walk up to me one time. She was a $2.5 million business. She kept over $1 million of it. She said this to me, if this is success, I do not want it. So many of us in the room, me included, I still get there sometimes. So many of us in the room, you can't absorb what either some of your mentors tell you. You're too busy, not productive, busy. Because who gets on TikTok when they don't want to do something in their business? You're too busy to listen. So those seeds can't grow. Think about this avocado seed as a seed you would put in the ground. Let's call it a pumpkin seed. Put it in the ground, you water it, it grows. You have all these pumpkins. So much more than you could realize. The problem is, Those seeds can't get to you because you're so rigid. You're trying to plant seeds on a board and water it. You're so rigid. There's a reason why water makes its own path. Despite all the odds, it flows. When you try really hard to put your head down in business and just work harder, you can't hear or see anything around you. This was a prime example. When COVID hit, first thing I turned to my husband and said is, this is about to be culinary, natural selection for culinary business owners. You're either going to flourish or you're going to be gone. Flourish or gone. The people that flourished developed the strongest roots. They had the strongest roots. The problem is when those storms hit, that's when you start Googling jobs on Indeed for yourself. And for the entrepreneurs in here, if you have ever thought about how many hours you work and then divided it out to get your hourly rate, I'm getting some head shakes. Don't do that. You make about $2.13 an hour. I did it. I did it. This is what I was alluding to before. You have to be really, really strong to want to be the CEO of your company, because it is not easy. Some of you, and I talked about your vision, some of you are letting blind people proofread your vision. No pun intended. Even if you are, there's somebody around you that might be trying to proofread your vision. What I do know about businesses is this, because I have failed in business. I have. I failed in business. I've been wildly successful in business. This is what I know. Your business is either growing or it is dying. There is no business on the face of the planet where I'm just going to let it ride. I'm just going to show up every day. It's okay. I'm not going to really do much, invest much this next year because I'm tired and I'm just going to let it ride. I hear that word a lot. Let it ride. Your business is dying. You're either growing or you're dying. That's a fact. No businesses let it ride. So a lot of times we don't grow our business because sometimes you just feel like a visitor in the world of business. Luck is not a growth strategy. You are not lucky. If you've been in business for more than a year, you're not lucky anymore. You know what you're doing, even if you don't feel like it. I'm not sure if this is a real business or not. Anybody ever feel that way? Yeah. I'm not even sure this is real. So, let me look at something real quick before I move forward. Let's actually do this worksheet. I'm going to go back to that slide before. So if you grab your worksheet, please. Back in the back. So many times as business owners, we try to work on everything at once. And I know what you work on next because it was the last podcast you listened to. That's what you work on next. But sometimes in business, you also need to know that sometimes you're just doing some things right. Do you guys get that? Sometimes you just need to know you're doing things right. I created this checklist a while back ago, not only to show you, one, that you don't suck as bad as you feel like you do, because we all feel that way, but the other reason why I created this worksheet is to tell you the exact things you should be working on. for your business, not anybody else's business. Remember, compare leads to despair. Not anybody else's business, your business. So you can take this whenever you're done today, and it's almost like you need permission to work on just these things. You're going to rate your business, not anybody else's. We're going to go through this a little bit fast just because I want to make sure that we have time. But honestly, you shouldn't have to think too much about these. You know. I have a t-shirt that says, "Wait, let me overthink this." I didn't wear that today. I also have a t-shirt, one of my favorite t-shirts actually says butter, but the problem is my hair gets in the way and it covers up the ER. Thank you. Okay. Butter, my hair covers up the ER a lot of times. Oh, I did a whole Facebook Live one time teaching something on owning your own culinary business. Oh, I remember what it was. It's actually a presentation I'm going to give you guys on how to get clients fast when the shit hits the fan. Whole presentation, and my hair was over the ER, and the comments were like, "Why is she wearing a butt shirt?" Great. Okay. Now, you've got your worksheet in front of you. Do you see number 1 at the top? Everybody got this? Yes. You see number 1 at the top? What you are going to do, each one of these numbers relates to what is on here. You guys see that? Okay. What you're going to do, and don't get ahead of me because I want to explain each one, you're going to select a number between 1 and 10 that best represents your stand or where you are. And you're going to put that number in the box. Okay? 1, you suck. 10, you could teach it. Pick something in between if you're not either one of those. You guys get it? 1's awful. 10, you could teach it. You got it. You nailed it. It's your jam. Anybody need further explanation? Okay. I promise you, you know the number that you should put in here. Don't think through it. Pick a number and put it down. Okay. You guys ready? Number 1 is lifestyle design. Did you build a business that supports your life? Not the other way around. So many people do it wrong. Here's why. You should build your life first and a business that supports that life. Because if you built your business to have a life, you'll never have one. 0 to 10. Do you have a life outside of your business? Lifestyle design. And do you enjoy that life? 0 to 10. Whatever number you choose, put it in the blank over there on the score. Vision and mission. Your vision, remember, I talked about your why. Whys don't pay the bills. Vision and you staying on track of you knowing exactly who this business is supposed to be. This business is not you. This business is separate. It is not you. You have to fall in love with your business differently. Do you know the vision of where you're going to grow this business to? Do you know what this business does for people? At the end of the day, if somebody came to you and said, "You did it," you said, "I know, I sold it, franchised it, gave it away, grew it to these 5 different offerings, made this much money," whatever that is, do you know it? Your vision is your end result. It is the thing that drives you every day. So that you don't chase squirrels and shiny objects and the next person that says, "You know what you ought to do?" Number 3, clarity and direction of your business. This is your plan to get to where you want to go. So many people say, and I actually want to see a show of hands on this. So many people say, "I love this business. I know every day what it does for people, and I can see the end. I just don't know how to get there." I just don't know how to get there. Yeah. Sometimes you spend a whole lot of money trying to figure out how to get there. Your services and product offers. Do people buy them? Do you know which of your products or services make you the most amount of money for the least amount of time? Most amount of money, least amount of time. Are you happy with them? Rate it. Next, do you love your brand? Your website is not your brand, but your website is part of your brand. Your brand is what tells people who you are and what you do when you are not around. I work with business owners every day that are ashamed to give people their website because of what it looks like. Tell them the name of their business because they don't like it. Finding your ideal client, not just who will buy your service, but who is attracted to your business, not who you go out and find. Big difference. Who is attracted to your business? Do you know who your ideal client is and how you can get more of them? I have one email that I can send my list for the personal chef side, and I can literally say, I've got room, we have room for 1 to 2 more clients on this day. It is guaranteed that I will get at least 4 to 6 clients that day. Now, each one of my clients from that company, the average, we charge a chef fee plus groceries in that company. I don't pay a dime for groceries. Charge a chef fee plus groceries in that company. Each of those people have an average invoice, to include the groceries, of about $1,000 weekly. Weekly, okay? You should know what works. Understanding your ideal target market is paramount. It's key. And here's who your target market is not. You ready? Anybody that has a mouth. Friends and family. Oh, do not give friends and family discounts. Don't do it. Don't do it. Staff management. If you have staff, are they managed well? I used to put, and do you like them? But I took that out. Because staff management, are they managed well? Do you have enough of them? Listen, I understand that a lot of you guys are saying chicken or the egg right now. Well, if they would just show up. Well, if I just had the money. When you learn what's called hiring forward, hiring before you need them, it changes everything in business because most of you hire in a vacuum. And then you wonder why they don't work out. Sales conversion. When they come to your restaurant, your food truck, your cooking class, buy on your website, whatever it is, the thing that you sell, does you or somebody on your team convert them? Yes or no?
What do you mean convert them?
Do they sign up for your class? Is that helpful? Convert them. Do they buy the food? Did they buy the class? Did they buy the banana pudding? Did they buy the pastry item? Did they book the catering? Another way to say it is, does the money go in your bank account? Convert them. Client care results. Do you and your team provide excellent client care with amazing results? Some of you want to but can't because you're too busy. Some of you want to but can't because you're micromanaging. Some of you want to but can't because you slept in your kitchen that night or in your car. I did it. Had a restaurant once where I did that. excuse me, do you have a solid foundation for growth? Do you feel like your foundation is so rock solid that you can now springboard to the next level? Next one is marketing on and offline. Marketing, any kind of marketing. There's social media posts, there's list emails, you showing up at farmer's market, wherever your target market is. Some of you are thinking, listen, if I had the money and the time to do all that, my business would be so much better. Some of you are saying, I don't have time for all that. But then you wonder why you don't have clients or business or customers or whatever your thing is. Because you're behind the stove or the oven. Time management. Somebody in a workshop I was given, I said, somebody goes, what's that? Seriously, time management. Do you manage your time well? Or are you just catching up to the next thing that's touching, the next fire that's touching your butt the hardest? I was going to say the A word. Do you have systems in your business, or are you the system? Business setup, business system setup. So many times, and I'm not saying write a bunch of SOPs. Is that important? Yes. But the thing is so many times, even if the ideal employee comes to you, you're so tired and so busy because you're hiring in a vacuum that you can't even teach them what's in your head. You just don't have time. You're just going to do it yourself. It's just easier. I'm not going to ask next where it says understanding your numbers who has a profit and loss or actually reads it. I'm not going to ask that. However, you must understand at least your food cost and your employee cost in any culinary business. It is not the amount of money you have in your checking account or lack of the way you run your business. I actually have a presentation that if you'll come talk to me afterwards, takes you through how to find the hidden money sources in your business. Normally, when I sit down with business owners, I can usually find you about $4,000 a month that you didn't know was there. But I've got it if you want to do it yourself. In case you hadn't understand or know me yet, you can have anything I've got. Retention. Do your clients or customers or whatever it is you call them come back time after time after time? One of the things I want to say about marketing is if you think that you can run a business on word of mouth, your business will not last long. It will help, but there's only so many mouths. And here's the biggest one for culinary. Biggest one. Do you have consistent income in your culinary business? Consistent income. Everyone has seasons. And everybody has some down times. But consistent income. And I want to tell you, it is possible to have consistent income in any culinary business that you own. Do not listen to the latest Facebook group, podcast, whatever the thing is. It is absolutely, you can have consistent income in a culinary business. It's been proven time and time again. You also do not have to have a business that runs you. Despite, in our industry, there's some badge of honor if for the grind. That's not necessary. The only reason why people continue to talk about a grind is because they don't know how to get out of it. They want you to be in it with them. Okay, now what you're going to do, you guys see the numbers that you guys have in that box? Oh, I see a typo on the worksheet. At the bottom on this page where it says number 16, it says, once you've scored numbers 1 through, oh, it's not a typo, 1 through 16, here's what I want you to do. I want you to put a star next to anything that you ranked yourself 6 and above. So if you have a 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, just put a star by it. Yes. She said, what, excuse me, what if this worksheet revealed to you that you're not ready to have a business? Do you want a business? There it is. Did you know before now? It's okay. It's okay. Can you talk to me after? Talk to me after. I'll help you. She said, what if it revealed I'm not ready to have a business? My question was, did you really want one in the first place? That's a hard question. Really hard question. So, what I want you to do is I want you to look at this, and anything that is 6 and above, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you don't have to work on right now. You can let it go. These are the things that are not a huge hole. These are the things that are not a problem currently. But anything 1 through 5 are the things that are the most glaring in your business. Those are the things that are keeping you from making money to have the life you want. These are the things that need to be worked on next. So here's the hardest thing I'm going to ask you to do through this whole presentation. I want you to pick the one thing and circle it that you will work on when you leave here. Don't worry about the committee in your head of you don't know how, but it's the one thing that you're going to work on, you commit to work on when you're leaving here. If you don't know how, come see me. I'm not going to charge anything. I'm not going to push you into coaching. I don't push people into coaching because that's a disaster. Because if you're not ready, it never works out. I will seriously just answer your questions. I'm going to be sitting out there when this presentation is over. I'm also going to have a vendor table. Okay? And believe it or not, I'm actually going to give you my personal cell number before this is over. Y'all, I've been where a lot of you are. I asked for this help and got nowhere, and have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to fix my company as well as others. I've also feel like I've wasted that much too. I don't want you to waste money. Okay. Anybody learn anything from this? Okay, back in the back. You? Yeah. What's your name? Robin. What'd you learn? That's okay. Perfect. Okay. Anybody from this particular worksheet? Very far in the back. Uh-huh. Did each, or are you here with your business partner? Oh, okay. I'd encourage you guys to do this differently, separately, and then compare. Perfect. Oh, good. Okay, good. Go ahead.
I gained some clarity on all of the whirlwind of stuff that we have to worry about and work on every day to be able to have
focus
Focus on what's first then.
for your unique business? Yeah, good, I'm glad. One more, anybody? Go ahead.
Mine was to actually try to get out of the business to grow the business.
Remove yourself from it so you can actually grow it. Yeah.
Actually think and be able to think on ways to grow the business instead of actually trying to do the mind on the work and design and actually.
So he said he learned that he needed to remove himself from the business, working on it instead of in it. And he said something powerful. He said to be able to think about my business. Most of you guys don't have an opportunity just to sit and think about your business. I want to go back to this slide. You guys have been to workshops before, and they're like, I'm going to give you the 7 things. I'm going to give you the 4 things. I'm going to give you 3 things, whatever it is, okay? What I have learned over the years, that everything happens with right positioning. Let me explain what that is. One of the things that we were taught, and now moving forward, is you have got to differentiate yourself and create a category of one for yourself. What do I mean by that? You have to make sure that you sell something or your brand tells your target market that you are so different than anybody else. If you think in the next coming few years that you can just have the best customer service, the best food with the best experience on the face of the planet, you're wrong. Your business will start to die. You have to differentiate yourself in business to attract who you want to attract. What I mean by differentiate yourself in business is the right positioning. One of the things I talked about, Savor, personal chef, in-flight, and catering company. A lot of people do that. We heal people through food. We use whole food ingredients in everything that we do. I'm not saying what you do is going to heal people through food, but it's like I talked about Chef Lachelle, why she does cooking classes like she does. I have another client that I work with that owns a personal chef company, all from a commercial kitchen. Her main thing is she wants to share life lessons around the dinner table. With each service is a conversation starter card. Different. You have to be different. You have to know the right price for your services. Guys, I swear these were not here. I checked all of them. You have to know the right price. Most of you are undercharging. If 7 out of 10 people say yes to whatever it is you sell, you have the right price point. If 10 out of 10 say yes, you don't charge enough. The right products and the right offers for your ideal target market. Some of you are trying to sell to everyone. Everyone is not your customer. Knowing your ideal target market like you know better than your own child and your own family is what will get you from behind your stove to CEO, so that you can go back through and know exactly how to position it at the right price and sell them the right things. We did this. Wanted to skip over. Okay. One of the things I can't stress to you enough today of all that I have learned, I used to think I should put more in sales and marketing, but I was wrong. When you nail fulfillment, the thing you do, the thing you produce, the catering, the cooking class, or whatever, without exception, 0 mistakes, you will have raving fans. You will attract the right employee to your company. You don't have to spend as much money in marketing, and therefore people are not hard to convert on sales. It becomes a well-oiled machine. One of the things you should take away today is go back and pull apart your fulfillment process, your operations, and look for the holes. Fill them now, and you will have to use less money. You'll have to invest less. This is my definition of culinary. You're either looking for a staff, a kitchen, or the clients. At any one point, you were missing a leg. Want to know why you're constantly falling off the stool? Okay. I'm going to go into, I want you to take a picture of this. Everybody have a picture of this? Okay. On the top, when you get back home, you're going to put how much money you want to make in your, let's call it total sales. You're going to divide that by the hours per week you want to work, times the week you're going to work per year. Do not put 52 weeks. I hope somebody takes at least a vacation. When you divide that, you're going to get your hourly rate. Your hourly rate of how much your time is worth. So here's the key. If you're paying somebody, if you're doing something that you can pay, let's say your hourly rate is $200 by the time you do this as an entrepreneur. If you're paying somebody $15 an hour, or could pay somebody $15 an hour, but you're, let's call it 10 because I can't do the math. If you are doing something that you can pay somebody $10 an hour for, not only did you just lose $190 an hour, now you have to now add $200 to that because you wasted an hour of your time. So now you have to make up $390 an hour. You guys with me? Okay. I always have this slide up here because this is a closed environment. Because when you leave this workshop, you go back to the real world. This is not the real world. This is a bubble. This is what this is. Because I've got you guys all fired up, and you're going to go take a vacation. You're going to hire some people, and you know what your vision is. Motivation's like a mistress. She will turn on you like a dime the minute you walk out that door. So, if you guys want this, I'm going to tell you now, you're going to go on my list when you do this. If you don't want to be on my list, get off of it. Everybody knows how. You're not going to hurt my feelings. This is a checklist, if you want it, of how to get clients when the shit hits the fan. It is literally a checklist that if you lose clients or want more clients and you've got bills to pay, that you can go step by step by step. It's proven. It works. Okay?
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Wasn't Deb amazing? All right.